Hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tarot Tuesday. I am Zenith. Welcome, also known as Susie Potter. And Tarot Tuesday is really just a weekly live that I do both on Facebook and on Instagram. So you'll see me going back and forth where we reveal the weekly spiritual message for each of the 12 zodiac signs. So welcome. If you're not doing so already, you can follow me on Instagram at goddess_zenith. And I'm also on Facebook, Zenith Healing Center. So like my page on Facebook. Hi, welcome, Hillary. Welcome again to another week. How is everybody doing? We are coming upon the new moon in Aries happening tomorrow. So yet another new moon in Aries. We had the new moon in Aries last week, and here we are again. So Aries is once again coming in to support us in initiating projects, in getting things started, and firing us up. So we'll be talking about more about that in just a minute. I'm going to take a second to share the live here on my profile so people could join in. All right. And feel free to just invite people in. If you're on Facebook, you can invite people on the live. And let's talk a little bit about just where we're at right now in the cosmos. So like I said, the sun is currently in Aries. And we also have the moon in Aries tomorrow for the new moon. And so the new moon, you know, each lunar cycle represents just starting over and starting from scratch again. Being able to go through the cycle of birth, life, and death every lunar cycle, right? Death symbolizing the ending of things. So we went through just a period last week where we were letting go of whatever needed to be let go of the previous month before. So now we're getting ready to set intentions once again. So what are some of the things that you are wanting to initiate in this coming lunar cycle? That's the questions that we're going to be holding today. So I'm going to pull out the 12 zodiac signs here. And let's see here. So make sure that we have all 12. And we're going to do this randomly, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. So we have the 12 zodiac signs there. And then we're going to be pulling from, and this deck is the Arcana of Astrology. That's what I usually use. And then we're going to be using the Conscious Spirit Oracle deck to just help us gain that. Oracle decks are really about giving us a concise, to the point, simple type of message. So Oracle decks are not the traditional tarot, but they usually have just like a one word or a phrase and a simple depiction to help us just get a clear sense of what the message is, right? So we're going to be using the Conscious Spirit for the Oracle deck today. And today I'm kind of feeling like I want to pull out my my old deck, the first deck I ever had. I think this is Llewellyn Celtic deck. Again, I haven't looked it up yet, but it's I believe it's by Llewellyn. And so this is the back of the deck. And the theme is all just Celtic mythology and such. So we'll use that today. All right. And so before we go into it, I kind of just want to read a little bit about just what the moon in Aries represents. So The moon in Aries, which is the first house. Aries represents, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. So we're just in the first month of the year, really, technically, in April. So the moon in Aries, and again, the moon represents our emotions, our inner world. So represents the feelings could be openness, responsibility, straightforwardness, protectiveness, and immediacy. Um, on the shadow side of things, it could be feeling sulky, insensitive, thoughtless, impatient, or self-centered. So sometimes you get carried away with wanting to start things or get impatient. So that feeling of wanting to get things done but not being able to, that could be the shadow side of Aries and the moon in Aries. And so when the moon transits through Aries, your emotions are on the surface and you may be looking for some extra attention from those close to you. The downside is that you may appear emotionally demanding. However, you have sympathy to spare and you are willing to listen to anyone in need. You are super sensitive now, so be sure that what you feel is really coming from you rather than what you've absorbed from those around you. So Aries, it's a very passionate sign. So even though you're passionate and you're independent and you're the initiator, you're the pioneer sign, Aries, you need support too, right? So for the collective, this new moon in Aries is about, yes, we're initiating new projects and all of that, and we have that fiery boost, but do we need support? How can we collaborate? How can, it's okay to ask for help during these projects. And it's very wise to be aware of what helps us. So that's the general message there. All right, without further ado, let's get into these messages for the 12 signs. Oh, actually, before we do that, let me not get impatient. So I wanted to take a moment to talk about some projects that I have actually going on myself. And just share that with you, put it out there, and just see if anybody, if you feel that calling. So first and foremost, tomorrow for the new moon, I will be facilitating a virtual new moon Reiki circle. And that'll be happening at 7:30 p.m. Eastern via Google Meet. So if anybody's interested in being a part of that, you can sign up. On Instagram, the link is in my bio. Just go to New Moon Reiki Circle. And on Facebook, I have put the link in the description of this video. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming together. We're going to be doing a little bit of self-healing, and then we're going to direct the power of the collective, power of us coming together virtually. We're going to direct that towards healing others that need the healing. So if anybody wants to be a part of that and just experience Reiki, then feel free to sign up. You can also message me with some questions. On top of that, if anybody is feeling like you yourself want to learn Reiki, you yourself want to be initiated into the path of Reiki, I am a Reiki master teacher, feeling very honored to be teaching a virtual Reiki level 1 attunement course, and we're kicking that off on Saturday the 25th at 11 a.m. And so if you're interested in that, then you can sign up if you're ready to just do that. The link is in my bio. If you're wanting to do a deposit first, you can just message me. I'll send you an invoice for that. Or if you're feeling a little apprehensive because of the financial aspect, don't be shy. I understand we're all going through some limitations right now, but if you're really feeling that call and you're really feeling like you're ready to take on the energy of Reiki and be initiated into that, then just talk to me and I can work with you, okay? Because the important thing is that, the energy of Reiki is available to all of us and such a powerful healing energy. So the important thing is that it gets shared and that it gets passed on. So that's happening this Saturday and I'm super excited. So there's that. Okay, that's my spiel. So let's get into the messages for this week. Actually, before we do that, I keep like teasing you guys. Let's get centered here. So take a moment whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this from, and just breathe. Connect to yourself. And let's just call in any helping spirits, any spirit guides. Just call in those positive vibes in whatever way you do that. All spiritual and all methods, all perspectives, all faiths are welcome here. All right, let's do this. So let's get started with Cancer. All right, Cancer, let's see what the cards have in store for you this week. So Cancer is a watery sign, and we're kicking off the month with fire. So might get a little bubbly, might get a little boiled. And so let's see here. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, Hillary, that's very sweet. She's saying that's why you're here. Oh, I really just thank you. That's very sweet. All right, Cancer, let's see. Yes, reach out, Cancer. And so I'm talking to myself because I'm a Cancer moon and rising. But the message is clear. Reach out for support. Cancer, you tend to stick to yourself, stay in your shell, but you also tend to take things on and do them, with this idea that you got to do it yourself and that you got to do it on your own. And the message is clear that you don't. And also, Cancers tend to wait for people to come to them. But you got to remember that, just because people aren't coming to you doesn't mean that they're not there in your life to be supportive. That actually, it takes two to tango, right? It takes two to cultivate and nurture a relationship. So this is a reminder, Cancer, that you're also responsible for initiating connection and just nurturing and letting know the people that you love them. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be a simple text. It could be, just picking up the phone and calling. It doesn't have to be complicated. Any little bit counts and is felt. So reach out, Cancer. It's okay to want support, and it's more under your control than you think it is. All right, and let's see. Get a little bit more. That's not part of the deck. All right, yeah. So Ace of Cups. So Cancer. Again, the Ace of Cups is reinforcing that idea that, you are the master of your emotions. You are the one who is responsible for how you're going to respond to others. You're the one that wields your emotions. And, to be able to get to the point where you have mastered that landscape, that emotional aspect, it's really what Cancer is all about. Cancer is all about the gifts of the emotions, which is part of that is intuition, and also being able to relate to others and empathize and feel. Allow yourself to feel. There's nothing wrong with feeling. And, I'm a Cancer, like I said, so as I say this, I'm preaching to myself, even with being a spiritual facilitator and, being an advocate of being in touch with my emotions, even then I'm human, right? And so you're human. And, it's easier to support others sometimes than to remember to support yourself. So this is a reminder to do that. because you can't really be there for others if you're not taking care of yourself. All right, Cancer, there you go. So reach out, take care of yourself. You're responsible for your emotions. All right, next up we have Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's see what the weekly spiritual message is for you. And of course we have a few planets in Aquarius, I believe. All right, so the heart chakra. Okay, and the message is, I love myself and others unconditionally, and nurture loving relationships. So Aquarius, okay, this is your rising, yep. So the card was reversed, so that's telling us that this is a reminder, right, or a challenge. And boy, loving people unconditionally can definitely seem like a challenge, right? Especially if they are challenging you in some way, right? Or pushing your buttons or triggering or whatever. But, I think what's coming up for me is that, if there is someone in your life that is kind of rubbing you the wrong way or whatever the case may be, or even people, outside of your life, right? People that you disagree with, right? And there's always going to be differing opinions and differing perspectives and all of that. And so can you embrace the diversity of perspectives that there are in the world and love people unconditionally, regardless of whether you agree with them or not? Because at the end of the day, what makes you the all-knowing? What makes you right? We think we're right. We really believe we're right. We have all our reasons why we're right. But at the end of the day, it's not about being right. And, sometimes wanting to be right can get in the way of nurturing a relationship that you actually really value. So that's kind of the message there. Just remember to soften your heart, come back to your heart. Can you look at that situation or that relationship or that person rather than from your mind? Can you look at it with a softer heart? So that's kind of the message that's coming up for Aquarius there. Get in touch with your heart. And let's see if there's a little bit more this week for you, Aquarius. All right, so we've got the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So this is saying to me that, part of what's maybe coming up for you is this story of the things that you've worked hard for are kind of being, slipping away. So there's some of that there, like feeling like, wow, like I've worked so hard to create, this abundance in my life, and all the things that you've worked hard for are just not, it's not going as planned, right? And so this card is really just a reminder that, it's not for nothing. And, one of the skills in DBT, so I'm going the mental health route for a second here. So dialectical behavior therapy, and of course it's influenced by Eastern philosophies and such. But anyway, one of the skills is comparison. And we use comparison in a positive way. We use it to kind of snap us out of a story that is limiting us. So what I mean by that is, especially for myself, I'll speak for myself, that, I am privileged in a lot of ways. I have a lot of things in my life, but, I find myself sometimes complaining, right? Because I miss the old way of life, or I missed something that, I've worked hard for, whatever the case may be. But by softening my heart and remembering that, there are others that are going through something so much worse, it's humbling, right? It's humbling, and it snaps me out of taking my mind into a route in which I will, forget what really matters, So this is kind of a gentle reminder that, not everything wasn't for in vain, that, tap into your heart and just see the bigger picture there. Okay. All right. Next up, we have Leo. All right, Leo, let's see. Hey, Charma. What's up? Welcome. All right. So, Charma, I don't know if you started from the beginning. We did Aries. No, we didn't. We didn't do Aries. I'm lying. We did Cancer. I got confused. Okay. So, let's see here. Leo. All right, you got reach for your dreams reversed. So again, this is a similar message, right, to the last one. So this to me tells me that, again, plans are not going, things are not going as planned, right? Things that goals that you have, things that you wanted to achieve are not, they're not going as planned. And so the message is, I am the creator of my own dreams and achieve them with confidence. So I think, Leo, the message here for you is, yeah, okay. On one level, you may have not gotten whatever that goal. You may not have been able to achieve that goal or complete that project or whatever the case may be because of this collective interruption, this collective intervention that we're all going through. But remember that you created that goal in the first place. So you can create a new one, right? So just consider that you are so powerful that you manifested that goal and that you have the ability to create any goal that's relevant for you right now. So take a moment to reset and realize what is relevant for you right now and refocus on that, Leo. And let's just see if there is all right, we have the Lovers. Wonderful. So that's, this is, and it is reversed. So this is talking about relationships and partnership and, union, that union between, the masculine and feminine. Of course, this goes beyond gender. So it could be talking about relationship with yourself. Always that could be part of this card. But mostly this card is representing, a partner in life, partners in life. So I think that the message here for you is that, this is a very beneficial time for you to refocus on your relationships, whether it's your marriage or your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever the case may be. Can you reconnect with romance and love and just like uniting yourself to yourself if you're a person that's single or on your own, because that could be a way for you to reconnect with that spark and that sense of confidence that you might be you might have lost touch with. So that's what's coming up for me. Basically, I feel like it's just about like getting your mojo back, Leo. like you could totally do that, and it's possible. And Leos, I always say, you're here to teach us how to be royal, how to be confident, and all of that. So do that work and find your inner confidence, because it's really a state of mind. It's all it is at the end of the day. All right, Leo. Can we see it close up for a second? Oh, sure. Oh, I skipped through everything, huh? So this is the card for Leo. The Lovers. Yeah. Hey, Christian. What's up, my fierce angel? Welcome. All right. So for those of you tuning in, we just did, and I have to look back, we just did Cancer, Aquarius, and Leo. So now, if you're any of that, you may have to watch the replay later for that. But so now we're moving into Scorpio. All right. Love you too. All right. Scorpio, let's see what the weekly message is for you. All right, Scorpio, you've got the Moon Goddess. So right away, I'm really feeling like this is about intuition for you, Scorpio. It's such a powerful, beautiful card. Look at that. Like she's just a badass. And it says, I am in harmonious flow with the moon's energy in all phases of life. So right away, like I really feel like this is about like this new lunar cycle that we're about to embark upon, tomorrow being the new moon, is going to be a powerful one for you. It's going to be one where you're going to really feel like the balance in life. Things are going to come into balance for you. Scorpio is a very intuitive card. So Scorpio, listen to your intuition, follow that. The dark side of listening to the intuition is that sometimes we can get a little too caught up in the details. We can get a little, Scorpio can really get a little bit paranoid, all of that. So suspicious type of vibe, but it's looking like it's not that. It's looking like it's something like, okay, how can I wield my intuition in a way that actually works for me, in a way that, is actually gonna help me feel in balance, in harmony with nature and life overall. So I'm getting like you're really gonna get some great insight coming to you, like something's just gonna click for you in the coming lunar phase. And let's see what it could be about. The Six of Pentacles. All right. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so right away, the message I'm getting is that you have been in a position where you have been the one supporting people. You have been the one helping others. And actually, that can cause a little bit of resentment for you at times. This card was reversed. Okay. And so what I'm getting is that, there's something about that story for you that will be healed, that you have the potential to heal, to remember that, again, you choose when you give and when you don't. And so it could represent that you're actually going to be receiving something in turn, some kind of monetary, it could be a monetary, it could be a raise of emotion. It could be also just anything having to do with abundance. It doesn't always have to be money. It could be a gift. It could be, I don't know, some kind of bill being forgiven. I don't know. That would be great, right? But there's something there that it could be something that you're going to be receiving. There's a reciprocation that's going to happen. It could be that, or it could be a release. What I'm getting also is that it could be like a release of seeing yourself as a victim, seeing yourself, or of someone around you seeing themselves as a victim, which is going to benefit you. So there's a theme here about giving and receiving, you giving and not getting back, and what that means for you. But it looks like it's time to heal that and let that go, because that is actually, it's not necessarily the money that you've been investing in other people that maybe you're tired of doing, but it could be that it's not the actual physical money, but it's the ideas behind it that you need to let go of. If you're getting that, it's the ideas behind it, it's the stories behind it that are limiting your abundance. That's what's limiting your abundance, not the actual physical manifestation of abundance. So that's what I'm getting, Scorpio. That was a big message for you there. That's huge. All right, cool. Hi, welcome. So what I'm doing for people that are new is I pick the zodiac signs randomly, and then we do a card for them. I'm not doing individual readings during Tarot Tuesday because that would take too much time, and we already have limited time here. So if you want an in-depth reading, they are at 65% off now during these times. So you can always book that with me. You can find out more, link in bio, or just message me. I'm open to that. Okay. Pisces. All right, Pisces. Let's see what's up for you this week. Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm feeling this. Okay. Throat chakra. And first, I'm feeling throat chakra. I got the blue on today. Let's see. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful card. It says, I speak my truth and encourage others to speak theirs. Okay, Pisces. it's time to speak up. It's time to really voice. And, this is a thing with Pisces, right? Like Pisces tend to hold things in, bottle things in. So it's really a time for you to let it out. It's time to express. It's going to benefit you. It's going to help you put things into perspective. And in turn, you might learn something because it says, I speak my truth and I encourage others to speak theirs. So when we express, when we activate that throat chakra, you think it's only for you? No, it's for those around you. It's, whether they like it or not, whether they, are willing to hear the truth or not, your truth or not. It's still going to spark something in them to speak their truth. And, you might learn something new. You might see things differently, because when we hold things in, we're playing that record over and over and over in our head, but it's only our version of that record. So in a way, people might say, oh, I'm holding things in so that I don't hurt other people. But really, is it really that? Or is it because you don't want to hurt yourself? Because when you express it, you might not get the response you were anticipating at all, right? So I think here it's a little bit about having the courage to really speak up, but also understanding that there's a healing that goes on when we speak, okay? And you got the Three of Wands reversed, which the Three of Wands is really about welcoming in gifts, guests, gifts, welcoming in people into your life, opening yourself up to receive, and it's reversed. So there's something that you're blocking. There's something that you're not allowing to come into your life. And I think that, the message is clear that, you need to speak up in order for you to be able to receive. And as long as you're holding things in, you're blocking your blessings, Pisces. Okay? All right. So come on. You've got the power. You've got the power to manifest those blessings. Next up, we got Sagittarius. All right, Sag. Let's see. Sagittarius, the sign of just long-term future vision. We've got abundance, but we've got abundance reverse. Ooh, that's a beautiful card too. And it says, I am grateful for the abundance nature and the universe provide in my life. So it was reversed. So yeah, sometimes we need that reminder to really remember that we have things. We have things now. We may not have what we want, exactly what we want. We may be focused on what we don't have. But what do you have now, right? And can you be grateful, and can you open up to just embracing, work with what you got, Sagittarius. Welcome, hello, Goddess Dragonfly, beautiful name. You missed it. What did you miss? Oh, are you a Scorpio or a Pisces? Yeah. So remember, guys, you can always do your sun, moon, and rising for these messages. So back to Sagittarius. Work with what you got and be grateful for what you have now. And let's see if we get a little bit more insight. Sag. Okay. Yes. The Hermit, the Hierophant. Can't really say that word. So this card is really about being creative. It's about centering yourself, spending some time alone to reflect and gather your thoughts, and in that place of solitude and serenity and really being in touch with yourself, just really your own sense of self, that's where the magic happens. That's where you can really hear your inner voice, your intuition. That's where you can get some ideas, some creativity flowing. And I think it has to do with abundance. So what I'm getting also is like, It's okay to spend time alone. Like, you might have to set some boundaries. You might have to like actually, um, if you're staying at home and you have roommates or whatever the case may be, your living situation, if you have people around you, how can you get some time alone? If you are living alone, then, how can you make use of the time to not necessarily be productive and get things done, but how can you tap into that creative flow? There's wisdom in there somewhere to help you tune in to the abundance of life. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting. Slow down, Sagittarius. Slow down and just appreciate where you're at now. There's no goal, and I think that's what gets in Sagittarius's craw, right? Because Sagittarius is about, shooting that arrow into space, into future, but the future is unknown. So you're really being forced to be present here now. And that can feel really lonely. But there's wisdom that could potentially flow if you're just here now. Okay? All right. Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's see what's up for you this week. Hi, everybody. The Sun Goddess. Okay, lovely. Yes, and we are headed into Taurus sun sign. So lots of Taurus birthdays are coming soon, including my own. But yeah, the sun is about to travel into Taurus. So right away, the thing I'm getting is that it's going to be a favorable month for you. We're in springtime, and it says, I celebrate each sunrise and recognize the healing energies of the sun. So I'm kind of taking literally, I think you should spend some time in the sun, Taurus, because Taurus is a very earth, physical manifestation type of sign. Taurus is about, let's indulge the five senses. Like, we have a body, right? What a gift. Let's use it. Like, let's eat delicious things. Let's smell delicious scents. Let's, massage. Let's, Taurus is about, let's enjoy the physical world, the physical realm. There's so many gifts with the physical realm. So seeing this card, it just reminds, as the sun travels into Taurus, I'm saying, go out and get some sun, because there's that's really going to regenerate you. That's going to, give you vitamin D. It's going to, do all these things. But I think also there's, honoring and celebrating nature in that, and not only nature, but the fiery aspect of nature, the light, right? All right, Taurus, and let's just see if there's a little bit more. The Chariot reversed. So, all right, so this to me, oh gosh, another card fell out. And the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. So, okay. So I'm getting that, Taurus, the message here is slow down. You don't have to rush to rescue the world right now. Getting a little bit of a hero's complex happening there, Taurus. You need to take some time to honor yourself and understand that it's almost like the messages I'm getting are mixed messages. Like, it's not all about you, but it is about you. Like you healing yourself is how you heal the collective, is what I'm getting here, Taurus. And there may be an urge to really you really might be feeling that urge to go in and help others and all of that. But you have to remember that the most powerful thing you can do is tap into your own healing and be grounded, and don't get lost in this impatient manic type of energy, but ground yourself and be still. Be still. All right, Taurus. Okay. Capricorn, another earth sign, a very practical sign ruled by Saturn, the structures of life. Yeah. So let's see, Capricorn. Transformation. Wow. Okay. So you're undergoing some deep changes that may not even be, you might not even be aware of, right? So this is talking about like some shadow work, like some unearthing some old beliefs. And it's saying, I journey within to meet my higher self and to find true happiness. So journey within, right? Can you spend some time with yourself? Can you, really appreciate yourself, appreciate who you are, accept yourself, love yourself, Capricorn. Yeah. And release that which, doesn't serve you. So I'm getting the Two of Pentacles. Yeah. So it's almost like you're in between these two worlds, Capricorn, is what I'm getting here. Like you're, you might feel out of balance. You're wielding a lot of different things. Actually, what I'm getting is like you might be used to balancing a lot of things in life, and you might be used to being a caretaker, being a caregiver, being in charge. And your role may have shifted. And I think it's time for you to just really balance your own emotions. This looks like some emotional work. Also like a big decision that you're needing to make. And also just things coming full circle for you. You're feeling very nostalgic is what I'm getting here. There's a nostalgia there. But I think appreciation of yourself, no one's going to do that for you but you. Some self-validation for you there, Capricorn. You don't need to hear it from others to really be valid, to really matter. Can you give that to yourself? Okay. All right. Libra. All right, Libra. Speaking of balance, let's see what's in store for you this week. All right, Libra. Oh, okay. So a nurturing heart, that motherly energy is coming up here in the cards. It says, I am a protective spirit and reach out to all life with love and compassion. Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. And right away I can just say, like, I think Libra, you are a relationship sign, right? You're ruled by Venus, which is the planet of love, as is Taurus, but Taurus is more about the beauty aspect of Venus and all of that. But Libra is more about relationships and connection with others. And, this is coming up for you this week. Maybe a relationship with your mom, maybe you're a mother yourself, or if you're not, how do you mother others? How do you mother, the children around you and your family? How do you mother yourself, right? But that motherly energy is coming up. Also, connection to Mother Earth herself as well. But that divine energy is coming up. And of course, if you, are a person in a male body, this still relates to you, because, we all have these aspects within us, and these are symbols and archetypes, right? So mother's coming up. Let's see if we get some clarity to exactly. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it's looking like some past trauma is coming up, some like, some self-loathing, some being beaten down, something you went through that was really tough emotionally. It might be coming up, and it's really time for you to heal that. But also understand that there's a lot that you gained from that, and there's a lot that you learn how to take care of yourself, and in turn, you also learn how to take care of others. So that might be coming up for you this week, healing some of that past trauma and how to release some of that and really, I'm seeing like just really step into your role of like being this parental, nurturing, caring type of figure in your own life. All right, Libra. Okay. Cool. We've got 3 more. All right. Aries, there you go. So again, Aries new moon happening tomorrow. Aries, let's see. What's the sign for you this week? A message for you this week. Okay, crown chakra. Yeah. So it looks like you're going to be receiving a lot of messages and just insight from spirit here. It says, I know I am part of source and my life is guided by divine wisdom. Yeah, so looks like some very direct guidance from spirit might be coming up for you in this next lunar month, which is wonderful. I would say take the time to really receive that. Where we're in that space of receiving that this divine wisdom and, downloading these messages and this energy, whether it's in meditation or in your dreams or just getting that sense that's coming up for you. It's really important to take the time to just slow down and be okay with that. So that's coming up. Let's see if we get a little bit more insight there, a little more specificity for Aries. Okay. Oh. Okay, so we got a few cards here. I'm not going to read all of them. But it looks like the general message is things are lining up for you. Things are lining up for you, things that you've been wanting to do for a long time. Look at all those projects, all those ideas that you want to start and kick off and all of that. And I think you got to remember, Aries, that you are a pioneer. So the problem is not, can you do it? The problem is never, can I get it done? Can I do it? The problem is how, when, the specifics and the details. And sometimes you can get impatient because you don't have all the answers, Aries. But it looks like things are lining up for you. So trust that, that higher consciousness, source, whatever it is that you believe in, God, goddesses, whatever, is really coming through for you right now. And so again, I feel like I've said this before for you, I feel like this is familiar, but again, the message is trust the higher guidance, because there are reasons why things may not have been lining up before, but it looks like now it's lining up. So yay, that's exciting. That's awesome, Aries. And it may not be in exactly the way that you wanted it to be, but the intention and the purity of your intention is there, which is number 1. Okay, Aries, very cool. Awesome. And then we got Gemini, and then we'll finish with Virgo. All right, Gemini. Let's see. Finally, we get to Gemini. I know someone's waiting for Gemini here. All right. Let's see what the message is for you. Ooh, okay. So we got Archangel Gabriel card, which interestingly enough is the 22nd card. So for the person here who said they're born on May 22nd, oh, what a master number. Yeah, okay. So the card is saying, I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. Hope and intuition. Okay. So Gemini, it looks like, again, this is a very favorable card. Um, it looks like you're really surpassing some old crap that was limiting you, um, and that you're being guided, so, and protected and supported. So really open yourself up to that this week, because there's going to be a lot of potential for you to gain new insights, Gemini, and to really master something that you've been really working on and learning, as far as your own life, as far as your own mind, as far as your own self, right? You've mastered aspects of yourself, basically, is what's coming up here. And you're being graced with some gifts and some insights. So really take some time to acknowledge that, Gemini. What a beautiful thing. Yes, awesome. And let's see if we get a little bit more specific. Okay, so we got the universe reversed. And so right away, what I'm getting is that, you may have gone through some difficulties where you've literally felt, oh my God, the universe is against me, or I've done something wrong and like I'm not being like blessed or whatever. But the message here is no. The message here is that, the universe has your back, and, the hardships that you endure, it's not to say, oh my God, you had to go through that, but it's like, it happened. And now there's an opening that's coming your way. And I think a part of it is embracing in your own way that you are a part of the universe and that you are valid. And I think there's a core belief there for you, Gemini, that somehow, deep down inside, you felt like the reasons you were going through these hardships is because you're not valid or worthy. And I think that that's what you need to just completely let go of in order for these beautiful, beautiful gifts to just come your way. Right? So I'm feeling like just really like ascend past those limitations. Okay, Gemini, very powerful stuff. Wow. Very healing. And we'll finish last but not least with Virgo. All right, Virgo, let's see what your weekly message is. Ooh, yes, getting some mermaid vibes over here. It says water elemental. And it says, I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes in life. So look at that card. Yes. So, I'm getting that, Virgo, this is really about tapping into your ancestry and tapping into your lineage, tapping into your psychic gifts, tapping into your intuition, and letting that flow and having some fun with that is what's coming up here. Yeah. And just like allowing yourself to create something completely new, completely out of the box. Break some limiting schemes here, some limiting beliefs. Six of Cups reversed. So I think, Virgo, that the message for you is about I think that the message is for you about like just feeling that you have a really deep understanding of like, okay, when things don't go right, how do I like transform this? And it looks like you went through something where you lost community, you lost a sense of hope, you lost a sense of connection, or you lost kind of like your place in life a little bit. And, it's looking like you've worked through that somewhat, and you've been able to tap into your own depths and your own intuition, and allow yourself to let go of the details, let go of the plan, let go of how things were, and just flow. And in doing that, you've really tapped into something that is new, something that is powerful, and something that is going to allow you to grow like never before. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. But I also see that there's still a lot of grief to let go of for you, Virgo. So just cry it out, release it. It's okay. All right. I feel for you, Virgo. Okay. I feel for all of you. So I hope that was helpful. As always, I love just connecting with you guys every week. Tarot Tuesday here live on Facebook and on Instagram at 11 a.m. Eastern. If you want a private, more in-depth session, I am doing those. They're going well. I love seeing all the people that are just feeling called to just get some guidance from spirit. So if you're doing that, if you're wanting that, you can let me know. Tomorrow, New Moon Reiki Circle, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. If you want to join, I would love to have you all be a part of it. You can register by clicking the link in my bio on Instagram or a link in this post. And the thing I'm super excited for this new moon is I'm going to be doing the Reiki Level 1 Attunement course. We're kicking it off on Saturday, April 25th. So if you're ready to walk the path of Reiki, to receive that attunement and just become a healer on a deeper level, because we're all healers anyway, then sign up. Still accepting people. Last day to sign up is Friday, April 24th. All right, guys, I am Zenith. Remember to be your divine self and reach your highest potential. Love you all. Mwah, mwah. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hillary. Thank you, everybody who came on. See you guys. Bye.